Alrighty. Good Saturday morning here. Dathlete Daily. It's that time. I believe this is episode 15. Going to be talking about what you tolerate. You get what you tolerate. And what I'm about to talk about is going to really, resonate, or it should resonate with the men out there, the dads who might be in a situation where they're 20 to 30 or more pounds overweight. They're run down constantly. They're finding themselves unmotivated. They're finding themselves to be too busy. And they've been in this place for some time now. They try diets, they try workouts, gyms are shut down, and so that's thrown them off. I had a conversation with a gentleman yesterday. He said, if all I had was a gym, I would be ripped. I was like, that's interesting. So the reason that you're not ripped now is because you don't have a gym. That's interesting. But either way, you get what you tolerate. And where I want to start here is, if you are in a place like that now, where you're struggling and you look in the mirror and you don't see something that you're proud of, you don't see something that you're like, fuck yeah, consider for a second that the reason you're not where you want to be in that regard is because you tolerate the bullshit. You tolerate the bullshit. So you tolerate being too busy. You tolerate being unmotivated. And so you're going to let that hold you back from making a change, making a transformation. You tolerate the fact that gyms are closed, so you can't work out. It's bullshit. You can work out. You don't need a gym. Bottom line is you tolerate the bullshit. You get complacent. You allow the excuses to kind of run your life and guide you down a certain path. As a result, the results don't show. The outcomes aren't there. And oftentimes guys are like, well, if it was just, I had the right diet, or I had the right workout plan that works for me, or if I was just motivated all the time. And motivation is a completely different topic, but I'll just tell you right now, motivation is going to come and go no matter who you are. Doesn't matter. I was very, very unmotivated to hit my workout today after our Saturday session here at the gym. Like, I'm tired. It's been a long week. Body is sore. I have a lot of things to get done today, although it is date night tonight. It is date night tonight, so I am looking forward to that. My lovely wife, we're going out for her birthday. Excited for that. But either way, motivation. Wasn't there this morning. Just took that first step. I wasn't going to tolerate allowing that to throw me off course. It's like, just do the work. Much better place now. So you get what you tolerate. And I want to share a personal story to kind of give you an idea on, where I was many, many years ago before I had this gym. I was training at a Globo gym, so doing a lot of one-on-one personal training. When I first started, it was great. Loved it. Loved the environment. Loved the atmosphere. Loved all the fellow trainers I was training with. Loved just the whole thing of it. But then as I kind of settled in, I started to see the other side of the corporate gym world and started to not love it so much, and found myself complaining to my girlfriend, who is now my wife, complaining to my friends, complaining to fellow trainers on how this sucks, don't want to be here, blah, 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 blah. And when it came down to it, I was in that place, and I trained there for about 2.5 years before I finally stopped tolerating the bullshit and left and, created the Forge Athlete Gym here, and the rest is history. But I was in that place probably for 1.5 years too long. So I was there 2.5 years. First year was amazing, and then things kind of started to shift and just wasn't my thing anymore. I couldn't train clients the way I wanted them to train. I knew they needed just a different type of environment to just push them. Like, while one-on-one training is great, you just don't get the same out of somebody when they're in a group. When they're in a small group, there's that competition, that connection, and it's just, we're all going through it together. And that's why I love what we do here inside the Forge Athlete. And then, what we do inside the Forge Father has a connection, camaraderie, and competition aspect to it. But either way, so there I was at this corporate gym for 2.5 years. The last 1.5 years, I was there tolerating the bullshit. Like, thinking, poor me, like, if I just had this, if I just had that. And it was just a matter of me putting an end to the bullshit, stop tolerating it, and take control and just do what I needed to do to put myself into a different position. I wanted to share this story because I think a lot of men, especially the type of dads that I work with, they're in a place where they think things cannot be changed. Their circumstances can't be changed, and that's bullshit. They're just in a place where they're being blinded by their stories, their thoughts, their self-doubts, their uncertainties, their beliefs, and how it is. And they just stay there because they continue to tolerate the bullshit. The most common too is, what triggered me to talk about this morning is I got an email from a gentleman join my newsletter. And one of the first things I send out is I say, hey man, I want to know a little bit more about you. Like what's the big struggle that's holding you back from, destroying the dad bod, losing the 20 to 30 pounds and just getting back your edge in life? What is it? The most common two responses: just can't stay motivated, I'm busy. Okay? Just can't stay motivated, I'm busy. Right? The motivation one I talked about a little bit already. Like motivation is just, you just got to be aware that you're going to be on, you're going to be off. You just got to become the type of individual that still gets the work done even when you don't feel like doing the work. Discipline, right? You just show up and you do the work, whether you're happy, you're sad, you're not feeling it, you're unmotivated, you still do the work because that's going to create the outcome. Not the motivation. It's the action, right? So motivation, cut it out. Just become more aware that you're not run by motivation. Number two, being busy, you just tolerate being too busy. So you don't take the time to actually plan. You don't take the time to prepare. Or you allow yourself to be unorganized. And I work with a lot of men that are very, very busy. Like extremely busy. Before COVID, traveling constantly. Like 5-6 days out of the week, living out of a hotel. Busy, busy, busy. On to the next meeting, on to the next meeting. They still find a way to get it done because they're not going to tolerate the bullshit. They're not going to tolerate the excuse of being too busy. They're going to put their head down. They're going to look at their schedule. And if fitness, health, strength, getting rid of the dad bod, losing the 20 to 30 plus pounds is a priority to them, they're not going to tolerate the bullshit. And so if you're listening to this, I would have you think about this. Like, what is it that you're tolerating in your life right now that is holding you back from getting the results that you want? Be honest with yourself, brutally honest here. Don't say, well, I'm just so extremely busy, I can't make it happen. I'll tell you right now, you'd be surprised. 10 minutes of anything, fitness-wise, can certainly be done, and that can help push you forward, whether you think it can or not. Like, you are not too busy, right? And if you are too busy, then consider taking the outcomes that you want to achieve and adjusting those. Because if you're sitting there right now and you're like, man, I want to get shredded, I want to look like one of the Spartans from 300, but I'm too busy. Well, let's change up that outcome a little bit, man. We got to be a little bit real here. Probably not going to happen if you're too busy in that case. Like, you have to prioritize your goals, your outcomes, and then adjust your lifestyle accordingly. So think about that. Like, what are you tolerating? What are you tolerating? What do you need to just stop tolerating? What do you need to change? And that's going to help guide you forward. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of clarity, gives you a little bit of a different perspective on what it is that you might need to change. It's more than likely not some special diet. It's not some crazy new workout plan that has never been seen before. That stuff, all that stuff is the tactics and strategies, right? But if you're unmotivated and too busy at the end of the day and you're going to allow that to hold you back from accomplishing your goals, we got bigger things to fix. It's all up in here, right? So think about what it is that you're tolerating in life right now that's keeping you stuck. And get yourself unstuck. I would love to know. Drop a comment. Feel free. Be open. Be real. Share with me what's going on with you. I'll reach out. I'll see how I can help you out. But feel free to share this. Drop the comment. I'll just tag Dathlete in this. And until tomorrow, we'll keep walking this path. We'll keep showing up, doing the work, getting it done. Earn it.